we hear the debates, Jordan or LeBron, who's better. But, I've really studied a lot about Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
And, and a lot of people would say Michael Jordan just had God-given talent, right?
Yeah.
But the reality is that Michael Jordan would stay late and come early to every practice. And he took more shots than anybody else.
Right.
And just to get that fundamentals in the practice. And so there's no doubt Michael Jordan had some God-given talent. But, a lot of people look at, maybe some leaderships and, leadership positions, CEOs, stuff like that, and just say, well, they had, more talent just God-given, or they had, a Harvard education or Stanford, whatever, that I didn't have. But the reality is really our own minds are limiting us. So just tell me a little bit about that. How can we overcome that?
I mean, you hear athletes and superstars like Michael Jordan talk very frequently about how they view their mindset as having been an edge and how they got where they were. Their ability to kind of overcome fear of failure, turn failure into a gift. They learned kind of inherently through practice, through some of the mentoring that they had, that the ability to shift and stay positive, to stay laser focused in the zone, was the difference maker. In addition to the physical practice and blood, sweat, and tears they put into their craft. And so, what's an interesting story about Michael Jordan also is that, some people sit there and they say, to your point, those folks maybe, and they're gifted, they had greater opportunities, whatever it may be. I could never be somebody like that. But they put in the work. And with Michael Jordan, he actually reached his greatness when he won the championships that I'm sure is his most proud component of his career. It was under a guy named Phil Jackson, who was known for being the Zen master of basketball. And what Phil brought to that group that became one of the best sports teams of all time was he brought in a guy named George Mumford, who at that time for basketball was the mental fitness coach for professional athletes. All of a sudden, what was, one of the greatest players in the planet, Michael Jordan, started winning his team game of championships when he had the whole picture and the mental fitness element and the Zen component of being mindful and removing themselves from the ego component and having this self-awareness kind of platform actually really helped them put it all together, right? And so there's been cases of this over and over again. We just haven't, if we're being honest with ourselves, we just don't spend a lot of time really introspectively thinking about how the mindset was at the core root operating component of why something had great success or somebody, or why they didn't have success.